the first session I've done with you, so
yeah,
looking forward to it.
Brilliant. Oh, well, thank you. It's lovely to have you. We'll just come to Layla next.
Hi there, how you doing?
Hello. Hi, Layla.
Good. I look after the external audit team for RSM, which is a large firm of accountants. The Gatwick office is quite a big one, and our audit team is quite big. So I look after 4-ish partners and lots of directors and managers. It's a huge team. There's sort of well over 40 of us.
Brilliant.
But it's good. I've been there about 5 years, and again, I've become a bit part of the furniture as well, and so people come to me a lot. So yeah,
that's good.
It's nice being needed and being the go-to person.
Definitely. Oh, Jane's just joined us now. We'll go to Helen next. Helen, sorry, you've got to unmute yourself now. I'll come back to Helen because I bless her. Helen's in the car, so she's on her phone. So I know it's a bit tricky on your mobile. Kirsty, did you want us to do?
Yes, hi. Sorry, no picture. I'm just a hot mess. I just finished a workout and I was like, oh my God, I got the 3 o'clock. So it's not good for you to look at my face right now. My name's Kirsty and I work at the BBC and I support Patrick Holland, who's the controller of BBC 2 and looking after BBC 4, and also Adam Barker, who's the channel exec on BBC 2 and BBC 4. This is my first time attending one of these, so thank you, Charlotte, for arranging. I'm very excited to see everybody.
Oh, thank you. It's going to be good. I mean, Diana's got a lovely presentation for us, and it's a little bit interactive as well, so it's going to be good.
Fab. Thank you.
Lindsay, I don't think I've done you yet, have I?
No. Hello, I'm Lindsay Day. I am an EA to team. We work as emergent countermeasures, and we specialise with government procurement medical countermeasures. It's basically pharmaceuticals, but we're now just government rather than doctors and stuff. And I support the vice president of that team and also about 8 others. And we're global, which is quite exciting. But I've been in pharma for about 5,000 years. So yeah, that's me. And I try and get to these as much as I can, but often the school run gets in the way, but I am free of that today. So it's nice to see your faces.
Oh, brilliant. No, it's lovely to have you. Is there anyone else that wants to do a quick intro before we start? Jane or Helen? No? We're all good? Hi, Jane.
Hi. Yeah, well, just saying I work at BAE for Chief Engineer Typhoon. Welcome, everybody, and first time here.
Brilliant. There's a lot of new faces actually today. It's good. It's really good to see. Okay, so I'm going to pass you over to Diana. So Diana works for the Wellcome Collection. She's put together a little presentation for us. She's going to talk to us about the venue, and it's going to be a little bit interactive as well. So we'll get you guys involved. Claudine's just joined us as well. Yeah, so I'll pass you over to Diana, and if you've got any questions, you can pop them in the chat box, and we'll go from there. Okay.
Cool.
Yours.
Everyone, my name is Diana West. I am the sales manager at Wellcome Collection. One thing, the most important one, if you don't understand my accent, raise your hand. I have a very thick Colombian accent that is not going away anytime soon. So just give me a shout if you don't understand me, okay? Second, I'm super excited to be here. Thank you so much. I'm really, really keen to get to meet you all a little bit more and talk about Wellcome, but also really talk about what you guys are, what your priorities are at the moment when it comes to booking an event. I think that really is kind of my main question, because venues have to adapt. And because of that, I think we need to understand what you guys as PAs really need. So I'm in a bit of a kind of also researcher hat here today. Yeah. So we can have, I'm just gonna show you some slides, and then Charlotte, you're gonna share the questions, right?
Yep,
okay.
Good. Please bear with me, guys. Diana, don't forget to press that share sound.
That sound thing, I'm telling you.
I know. The amount of, for those of you who have seen me before do these, the amount of times I forgot to press that button when I share my screen is unbelievable. And yeah, I always get it wrong. There we go.
Right. Can you all see my screen?
Yep, we're all good.
Yeah. Can you all see Wellcome Collection venue flyer?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Brilliant. Okay, so yeah, as I said before, my name is Diana West. Wellcome Collection is a multi-purpose venue in central London. On site, we have a museum, a library, a cafe, exhibition galleries, a conference center. So we really are more than just a hotel room or a conference center. We are a destination itself, and that's how we like to kind of like talk about ourselves at Wellcome Collection. I am sure these times have been very difficult for you, for all of you, and I think you know, it must be very difficult for you to do your jobs. And believe me, it's been very difficult for us as a venue to do our jobs. But as I said before, we really want to understand what you need, and we want to make changes and adapt to the new demands of this strange world that is changing every day. So for any events we can host. I'm very happy to be here today, and thank you so much for your time. So yeah, let's go with, let's just kick off with some questions so I can understand your priorities. It's just 3 questions, it's nothing too complicated. And after the questions, I will tell you a bit more about what Wellcome Collection is, what we can offer, how we can help you. And then at the end, we have time for more questions if you like.
I'll launch the poll. So we've got the first question coming now.
Are you booking any face-to-face events at the moment? Let's see what that says.
6, 7, 8, 9. Oof. 10 out of 12.
So majority no, majority yes.
So it's a whopping 100% saying no.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's super interesting. That's very, very interesting. Okay, good. Let's put the second question.
Okay, with the second question, I'm just going to stop that one. How do I put the second? Cancel, stop sharing results. Question 2, here we go. Launch poll. This starts with if you're booking any types of events. I think it might be just slightly change it that if you are looking in the future for booking events, what type of events would you be booking? Because obviously if you're not booking them at the moment, I mean, I know us, we do a lot of conferences and things, so. There we go. I'm just going to give guys a chance just to vote. Okay, they're in the poll. I'll show you the results. It's quite a mixture actually.
Okay, so let's see. So mainly you would probably do board meetings. That makes sense because obviously you work for like senior members of the team. And then I think that's followed by annual general meeting and restaurant dinner. Okay, that's useful.
Cool. Show results. And last one. What are your top, oh, there we go. Helps if I launch it. Sorry, guys. What are your top 2 priority concerns when booking an event in the current context? I'll give you guys a chance just to vote quickly. Halfway there. Sorry, it just takes a bit of time for people just to do it. So it's that silence in it. We did this before with them.
I think also people need time to read and focus on the.
Yeah. There we go.
Safety of attendees. Okay.
I would have thought that would be a big one.
Yeah.
Especially at the moment.
That's really interesting because I think if we had done this back in February, sustainability probably would have been on one of the top choices. It's really, really interesting.
Cool. Okay. There we go.
Thank you so much. Thank you for letting me pick your brains. What do you say? Excellent. So that's the questions. So just a bit more about us. So Wellcome Collection is a free museum and library exploring health and human experience. As I said before, we are more than a venue. We are a destination. We are part of Wellcome Trust, and maybe people that work with pharmaceuticals or government or health, they will recognize the name Wellcome Trust. We are one of the largest and wealthiest health charities in the world. Wellcome Trust funds research programs all over the world to help improve people's lives. And all the profits we make from commercial events go back gift-aided to Wellcome Trust to help them fund their mission. I think that's kind of important one, because we're not just a for-profit organization, we are a non-for-profit organization. Right. This is a little video. It's 3 minutes. I hope you like it. They explain much better what Wellcome Collection is about, because I think even if you're not holding any events at the moment, I think the venue is just such an interesting place that I would love for you to, come with your family, come with your children, with your partner, with friends. It's free. The exhibitions are free. So you're all welcome to come. So I'm just gonna roll the video now. Let me know.
Wellcome Collection opened in 2007 as an experimental and ideas-driven venue. Drawing on the legacy of Henry Wellcome, a pharmacist and philanthropist whose vast collection of medical objects ran into the millions, it explores the connections between medicine, life, and art. Innovative and unexpected from the beginning, with exhibitions on death, dreaming, and drugs, sharing space with Japanese outsider art and folkloric amulets, the museum makes the familiar strange and invites visitors to uncover what it means to be human. An extraordinary appetite for a unique alchemy of science-based cultural experience saw 500,000 annual visitors come through the doors of a venue designed for 100,000, and events routinely booked out. So in 2012, we embarked on an expansion to make more room and to challenge and surprise both our visitors and ourselves with new creative paths for a shared incurable curiosity. Our £17.5 million development has doubled the space for events and added exciting new galleries. A dramatic staircase spirals upward through the building, drawing people toward our new spaces and rewarding them with a greater depth of engagement on each floor. Our temporary exhibition space, which staged critically acclaimed and eclectic shows on forensic medicine and tantric Buddhism in 2015, is joined by a new thematic gallery, which explores subjects in depth over a whole year. The Institute of Sexology show evolved with new commissions during its run, and a mist-filled room opened our second year-long inquiry, this time into consciousness. A new state-of-the-art youth studio enables a community of 14 to 19-year-olds to develop and create exhibitions, artworks, and podcasts at the heart of our programming. Further up the stairs, a new restaurant sits beside a new kind of gallery, transforming the Wellcome Library's reading room into an entirely open public space. Bridging library, exhibition, and event space, the reading room brings the extraordinary collections of our library to a wider public. The reading room, deliberately lo-fi and hands-on, is a beautiful gathering of curious artworks, books, and objects for curious minds to enjoy and curate as they wish. Uniquely, visitors can run their own events in a space or stumble upon pop-up expert-led events. And Wellcome Collection is reaching out further, with space provided for interdisciplinary research groups, digital projects playfully transforming Wellcome Library materials into multi-sensory stories, a lengthening publishing list and book prize, and work with venues overseas offering flexible and truly collaborative approaches to traveling exhibitions. Wellcome Collection, bigger, bolder, and braver than ever before.
Right. How did you find that? Too long? Okay.
All good.
Hope you enjoyed it.
I know Claire's just put in the chat as well. She knows the Wellcome Collection Trust very, very well. So there you go.
Yes, we've had meetings with some of your colleagues at the Wellcome Trust. So yeah, okay. But I didn't realise you had all this, this venue.
Looks fantastic.
I thought you would probably have a link because of your COVID project. So I'm sure that as Wellcome are doing a lot. Mm. Great, brilliant. Well, I'm going to keep doing my little presentation, if you don't mind. It's great to know that Claire knows Wellcome Trust.
Yeah, any questions, guys, just pop them in the chat box. I can monitor it for Diana.
Lovely. Excellent. So, our spaces. So Wellcome Collection, we offer sustainable, flexible, accessible, contemporary event spaces with ultra-modern AV facilities in a really easy to access central London location. Our flexible spaces range from 12 people, or these days from 6 people or 1 person or 2 people, to 390 people when we are at our maximum capacity without any social distancing. And this really, and the variety of spaces and the flexibility of the spaces really help us cater for a variety of events for different clients and different sectors. So that's kind of one of the things that we really value about the building. What's really important to us is to keep you safe as a health charity. Really, the safety of our attendees is our topmost priority. So we have made changes. We have got 2 accreditations. One is the certificate by Visit England, which is called We Are Good to Go. And they basically is a guarantee that you are following government guidelines. Same with the IAM, which is a certificate, an accreditation of excellence by the MIA, which is the Meetings Industry Association. But beyond that, we really have really clear instructions all around the building. We have reduced capacities in all our spaces. We have enhanced cleaning procedures. We have clear signage all around the buildings, one-way route around the building. So we are really doing everything we can. And we opened yesterday for the first time in 205 days. We opened yesterday again to the public. And my head of team just told me now that all the tickets, because now we have to operate in a ticketed system, they're all sold out for Saturday. So people really want to get out and experience and see things. That's really great for us. So the conference center, we obviously have a conference center that can take up to 154 people. We also have a lounge, which is perfect for registration, catering, exhibitions. And then we have 4 separate meeting rooms, which are here, just some of the examples of the meeting rooms. They all come with AV. They can be arranged in any layout you want. And we have really good Wi-Fi, actually. And some of our spaces can offer live streaming in-house and video conferencing in-house. For the rooms where we don't have this option, we have partnered with AV suppliers who are giving us really good prices, so we can help you deliver a hybrid event. Okay. Unique spaces, which are the most exciting spaces, and I love them. So the first picture you see here with the big clock, that's called the reading room. So the reading room is a hybrid between a library and an exhibition space. There are lots of different interesting objects in this space, or some of them are from Wellcome Collection, private collection. And we can do book launches, we can do filming sessions, award ceremonies, a variety of things. And then the private dining room, which is a very calm, relaxing space, full of natural daylight. You can hire this privately, and then you can do breakfast meetings in here, lunch, afternoon tea. A lot of people combine these 2 spaces, which I really like it. So they do pre-dinner drinks in the reading room and then go for dinner at the private dining room. So that's kind of one of the things they do. Now, because I wanted to make this a bit more interesting, I have a little task for you all. Can you tell me, or can you guess, or can you write in the chat, what do you think this dress is made of? Bear in mind, we're a health charity, so I'm just giving you some tips there.
I only found this out earlier as well.
You can just pop whatever you want in the chat, whatever you think is whatever the dress is made of.
Hayley's put down tablets. Claire's put no idea. Nylon, recycled. Something recycled from Kirsty. James put nylon. Yeah. Blister packs from Layla. I thought it was stamps earlier. That was my guess. I thought it was stamps. Blister packs. Anyone else fancy a guess? Got a few on there. Pin badges, Lindsay's put.
Okay. All right. Lovely. So here it comes.
Pebbles from Jane as well. There we go.
What was the last one?
Pebbles.
Pebbles. Okay, cool. That's really interesting. So this striking ball gown is decorated with over 6,000 contraceptive pills, enough to provide contraception for 26 years of a woman's life.
Wow. Haley's put, I was going to guess that. You did say pills though, Haley.
Yeah, yes, that's the closest one. Can you see the coil? So on my smaller here, can you see this little, that's a coil or loop, which was also used for the equivalent amount of time. Yeah. So it's really interesting how the visuals bring the story to life. The artist who made this dress, they were inspired by conversations with other women regarding contraceptive information provided to them. The artist found that many women using the loop had questions which remained unanswered by doctors, whilst those women taking contraceptive pills did never consider the quantity they would need to consume. It's quite shocking, isn't it? And it's also beautiful. And I thought, because we are all women, I love dresses, I think it was kind of a relevant one to put.
So Haley's just popped in the chat. When is Rihanna going to wear it to the Met Gala?
Oh my gosh, she should. She totally should. Yeah, what a great idea. Should definitely do something like that. She would look awesome. Okay, so that's the one. And you can find this dress in our private dining room. So what I really want to also show you, ladies, is that we have works of art scattered around the whole of the building. So you can be just walking and then bump into a Picasso. Literally on this floor where this dress, there is a mural made by Pablo Picasso that we have, and it's just there. It's really amazing. Got more in the chat?
So we're just having a little conversation about the dress. It's a very good talking point, actually. Haley's put again, Kirsty put Lady Gaga. I agree, Lady Gaga.
I thought Lady Gaga too.
Haley's put that would work well for her ball dinner with 100% male balls. That would definitely be interesting. Could you imagine?
Brilliant. Right. So next slide. Continuing with our unique spaces. The Being Human Gallery, which is our latest permanent exhibition. The Being Human Gallery is a fascinating gallery and one of our most interesting venues, allowing interaction with objects in the space. Don't be scared by the women. It's a woman, by the way. It's another woman. The picture below. Don't be scared by her. She's lovely. So the gallery explored what it means to be human in the 21st century, with themes such as mental health, identity, and climate change. Networking this space around artworks and objects, which are divided into 4 sections: genetics, minds, bodies, infection, and environmental breakdown. We have done really interesting book launches in this space, drinks receptions. It really adds like something interesting, like a layer of something really interesting to talk about when you're in the space. And it's quite interactive, so we like that. The atrium, which is a blank canvas. This is the main space. As you enter the building, you see the atrium because it's basically the entrance. We have some really interesting features here, like the lighting cloud. This is the lighting cloud, and that changes color, and it really is beautiful. And it changes the environment really, really nicely. Then we've got the dynamic staircase. If you can see here is lit in blue. Can someone guess, put in the chat, how much do you think to build this staircase cost? Probably shouldn't be saying.
That was expensive. 50,000 by Kirsty.
50,000.
Linda says, I love that. I'd hate to think. Claire said, by the way, she'd love to come and visit you guys. The place looks amazing. I agree. I need to go there as well. Lindsay's put 200K. For another 50K as well. How many steps, Kirsty's asked? Linda's put 1 million.
How much is each step?
How many steps?
Oh, these women showing me all sorts of stupid stuff, but let me look in your
Oh, let's have a look. Andy Smith. Whether he's done anything. I had a quick look in your inbox and there wasn't much there. It looked like Tommy
Someone's
cancelled that meeting
unmuted.
today.
Someone's check the inbox.
Yeah, I think, it looks like they've sent a pack out and they've, I don't know why they sent it to Luke.
Charlotte, I think
why
you
have they
can
got
move.
up to Luke?
I'm trying.
Oh, right, okay. Well, it looks
can't
like they've
work
all
out who it
sorted it
is.
out and he sent a bit of a pack out, so
I think it's
so
Jane.
that's
It lights
good.
up when she's
Who?
talking. Jane, is it?
There we go.
I think.
There we go.
Oh, Jane, bless
Sorry,
you.
Jane, I couldn't find you there. Perfect. Oh, there we go. That's all right. Kirsty's asked what the materials are and also how many steps.
Well, I think the steps is such a good question, and I am so annoyed with myself because I don't know the answer, but I will definitely find out for you.
Don't worry. How much was it then? Was it really
It's made of
expensive?
steel. I know it's made of steel, and I know it cost 1.1 million pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, and the reason is because it hangs up from the top. So it's not built from the bottom like staircase do, hangs from the top. So it's a very, very complicated piece of engineering. So really it's an art, it's kind of a piece of art in its own right. And it's been used, you know, sometimes I've seen one time they fill it with color balls and they were all dropping from the second floor bottom. It was amazing. Balloons, someone filled with balloons. It was amazing. Okay, cool. Well, I keep going. Another one of my questions. I ask a lot of questions. So obviously this is a fish tank, yeah? But if you can tell me, if you can try to guess what sort of fish and why are these fish in one of our exhibition galleries? If you can try to guess, just give it a guess, anything crazy, everything is accepted. You can write in the chat, what fish do you think we have in this fish tank and why?
Linda's put the little fish that eats skin. Layla's put the like Tetris is? Are they the fish that eat the skin in spas? I thought it was them as well, actually.
It could look like the tiny.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's it for the guesses. Piranha.
Clownfish. Oh my God, that would be amazing. I love clownfish. All right, so I'm gonna give you the answer. So this is a tank with zebrafish. Zebrafish are tiny, tiny fish. But why are they important? Why did I want to show you this? Because zebrafish share 70% of the DNA with us humans. 70%. And they're tiny little fish. So I find that fascinating. We're not that different, are we? And they're used in medical research. So a lot of these fish sadly are used for, you know, research purposes, but at the same time, they're really useful. So yeah, that's kind of another interesting fact.
Another good fact.
Share with you. Lovely. And then, let's see if I can. Filming. We have seen a really interesting, significant increase in the number of inquiries for filming. And actually, this was last night. We reopened our doors to the public last night and we held our first commercial event last night. And I'm so happy and so proud of my team. As you can see, everyone is, you know, all the crew are wearing a mask. People are doing social distancing. So yeah, we've follow all the rules and kind of facilitate. This is the reading room, by the way, the reading room. And then we can do, yeah, just with that we did that filming last night. So that's one. Now, this is a tricky one because I wanted to show you this one, but it's like a minute long. So you don't have to watch it. Charlotte can send you the link later if you want, or we can watch it. I think it's up to you guys. Is Lupita Nyong'o? Just say yes or no in the chat. Honestly, I don't feel precious about it at all because I can send the link later. And it was filming the real.
To watch it.
Yeah, watch it?
Yeah, yeah.
Have your popcorn ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, here we go. Let's see if it works. Let's hope it does. So that's the reading room.
what you've written. Let's get started. Dear Lupita, I must ask you what you would have done differently if you would have read a book like Sulwe when you were younger. This is from Priscilla. I think I would have learned to love my skin a lot sooner. I think that's the power of books, is that when you can see yourself reflected in a character, you feel less alone, you feel less weird, and just more accepted. How has acting affected your confidence? Ooh. I think it's made me face my fears, you know, on a daily basis. Every time I go to act in front of people, there's only so much I can control about the moment. That's when you can really discover the most about yourself and actually achieve things beyond your wildest dreams. Emily, 16, what are your top tips for ensuring you stand out from the crowd? Dr. Seuss says it best. There is no one who is youer than you. That's what he says. And it's true. I think when you're the best version of yourself, standing out takes care of itself. Elizabeth, age 4. Would you like to have a dinosaur party or a unicorn party? I adore that question. I think unicorns, there's more color. What is the one piece of makeup that makes you feel most confident? I love mascara. It's dark and it's light and it's easy to put on and it just brightens your eyes. And a light foundation like Tainty Doll by Lancome. I love how it just blends with my complexion in a way that it's unnoticeable, really. What's more important, being successful or being kind? What do you think success means? Because I think sometimes we think that success means how much money we have in our pocket and how many people follow us on Instagram, when really I think we get to define it for ourselves, what makes us happiest. And I think there's a way to be kind and successful and be successful at being kind. Are you excited when you step on set? How do you overcome stage fright? Oh, I love having stage fright because it's a reminder that I'm trying something new, that I'm gonna risk something and hopefully in the process learn something. Basima, Lupita, how do you cope with the pressure of being a strong woman in a male-dominated industry? Woo! Okay, Basima. One of the things I do is I cut myself some slack. I'm not always strong, and I think it's okay not to always be strong. I think it's just about not apologizing for existing. Syra, age 18, how do you stay true to yourself? Do you ever feel like you could lose this on the way? I feel like I'm evolving. I don't think that being yourself remains one thing. I think evolving is more important. Learning is more important. Genevieve, who's 4. What is your favorite part of the rainbow? Ow, I like that question. My favorite part of the rainbow is the part that disappears. Because you never really know how a rainbow begins and how it ends. It's just there. And I love that. I loved reading these questions. Thank you so much for taking the time to write to me and to share your thoughts. I hope you've enjoyed hearing mine.
Right, special thanks to Wellcome Collection.
That's lovely. I like some of them questions.
What did you think of the video?
It's good.
Yeah, it was good. I'm not going to show you this one because too many videos, but if you want to watch it, it's a little trailer I did to promote the evening spaces at Wellcome. So it's kind of like the atrium with lights and flowers and a bar. It's quite nice actually, but we can leave it for another day so we can actually start the conversation going. And I think that's it from me. I mean, I think what I'd love to hear from you is, first of all, you're all super mega invited to come and have a coffee, social distance coffee with me at Wellcome. You give me an excuse to drink coffee, because as a Colombian, I love coffee, or tea, or whatever you like. If you want something stronger, we can do it on a Thursday, because Wellcome opens until 7 p.m. Let me know. you can ask Charlotte for my details, so you can just write down my details here and then just let me know, and I can give you a little tour and a coffee of the welcome.
Thank you. Okay, Diana, do you want to stop sharing your screen for a second for me? There we go. Perfect. We can keep an eye on the little chat box now. Yeah, that was lovely. Thank you so much for your presentation. I mean, I kind of was thinking, what else have you done really to keep the venue safe? Because obviously there's quite a lot of uncertainty at the moment with like the whole going out to events and doing new things. Diana, what else have you done to make it sort of safe for people?
To make it safe for people.
Yeah, for the event side of things. So obviously you've got your social distancing, your cleaning and everything else, but sort of how could you install more confidence for the PAs?
So I think that the main thing, one of the biggest things we have done is reduce our capacities. Okay. We won't get the same amount of income. We are responsible, and because of that, we are aware that we have to implement social distancing within the venue. We have all PPEs, we have masks, we can provide face masks. If, for example, someone forgets their face mask, obviously people should have the NHS app, and that's something that we leave to the organizers because, you know, we don't want to be patronizing. So it's something that we work together with the event organizers. For example, for the filming last night, we had to produce a risk assessment, a method statement. So it's kind of like the amount of work we have to do has kind of increased, but it's okay because we really want people to feel reassured. And if these things are going to make them feel reassured, then we're happy to do them.
Brilliant, thank you. I mean, I'm going to open it up to you guys now as well. When do you think you'll be doing events again, like live events? I mean, I know us as a business, we're not doing them until April actually, sorry, 2021. Any of you guys got any thoughts at all with when you guys are running live events? Hayley's put spring or summer 2021. Yeah, it seems to be that sort of time.
I think we're probably about the same.
Yeah.
That we have a big event that's usually held sort of January, February time, and they've said no, they're going to try and do their first kind of virtual. I don't know if it's going to be more of a, whether it will be a bit hybrid. I think probably, but usually it's a big sales kickoff they have in the States, and that's such a shame.
It is really sad at the moment. We've got a few more. We've got one for Jan 21. A couple of people not too sure. Mostly summer. I think that's kind of because of the government. When he turned around and said that for whenever it was, didn't he? So you got off for the next 6 months. It takes into March, and we was all like, whatever. Kind of deflated everybody again, didn't it? Playing it by Boja. Yvette's put down here as well. Do visitors need to wear masks in the open areas as well as the meeting rooms?
Yes. With the 2 meter distance, they don't have to wear a face mask. But if they want 1 meter plus distance, then they should wear a mask unless they are exempt of wearing a mask. Now, one of the things I really appreciate about Wellcome Collection is that they're very clear about some people have invisible disabilities. And some people may have had traumatic experiences in the past that prevent them from wearing a face mask. So yes, we encourage them, we can provide them, we can offer them. But when it comes to the exhibition galleries and open spaces, we trust also people. You will see a visitor assistant coming to you and say, oh, I've noticed you don't have a mask, would you like one? And then give them an option, but it's never a judgmental thing or a criticism or a pointing fingers or anything like that.
Okay. Thank you, Diana. I mean, does anyone, is there any specific challenges at the moment? Like if you're not doing physical events, are you still doing virtual for this year? Has anyone looked at doing any virtual Christmas parties at all?
Yeah, we're looking at the moment at doing a virtual Christmas party. Our ones usually run for about 500-600 people. So that's something really challenging that we're going to have to look at. So we're going to do that virtually, but then we're also thinking about hopefully doing an in-person, maybe in the summer something with families. I'm sure that'll run into more kind of like the 700,000 or something like that. So it's how to get over Christmas, but then what to do once we can, you know, how we're going to do it.
Okay, brilliant. Yeah, there's a couple of us here, Cocktail Company, a Panto package, another couple couple of virtual ones. What's your biggest challenges at the moment in like organising events? Because I mean, ours was the numbers thing in the government, but I mean, has anyone got anything that maybe venues could help with at all when you come back to, like, is tech important for anyone?
I think, sorry to jump on again.
Yes, no, that's okay, go for it, yeah. Ventilation,
yeah, so I
space.
think, yeah, I think definitely technology with the option to run hybrid, because like Diana was saying about, you know, people having their choices, even as we go into next year, some people may not be ready to join physically and some people might be. And I guess in that kind of interim period, for venues in particular, maybe when you have your, you know, your kind of e-brochures, you could put the capacity outside of COVID and in COVID. So you could say, right, that room can hold 20 people, or COVID, it could hold 6 or something, so that it's very clear what.
Okay, brilliant. We've got a couple of things in the chat box as well. Kirsty put ventilation and space, outdoor areas are more in favour. Having a fully refundable deposit. Is that something you guys do, Diana, now?
Well, that was hard. We have very flexible terms and conditions. We did change our terms and conditions on the back of COVID-19, and now we let people cancel anytime. We really don't.
Yeah.
You know, I think some venues are keeping the deposit and so on, but we are not. And I think when it comes to Christmas, we are looking into offering some little Christmas boxes and deliver those Christmas boxes with the stuff from our shop, because we also have a shop. So now we can't do events. We're looking into maybe companies that would like to offer Christmas boxes with Wellcome Collection things to their clients. So that's another revenue stream that we are exploring.
I think gifting's another thing at the moment that I've spoke to a few PAs about, and like rewarding staff, especially those that are having to work from home and with all the wellness around it and everything else. Okay. I mean, Diana, just quickly, I've got a question for you. Why would you book at your venue apart from other people?
Because I'm really nice.
Yeah.
But I think really our unique selling proposition is that we really are a destination. When you come to Wellcome, you just don't go to a room. You have so much to explore. And it really is beautiful, and people are actually really lovely. Everyone is there to help. We offer free tours not at the moment because of COVID-19, but hopefully from January, we'll be able to offer again our free tours. And actually the team, I have to say, I am actually working with the dream team right now at Wellcome. Everyone is so nice, and we really go above and beyond to make sure that our clients are happy and they get the most of their day with us.
Amazing, thank you. There we go. Linda, sorry, Linda just put, I'd want us to have a 15-minute meeting the rest of the day to enjoy the destination. God, I think I would as well.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, definitely.
We just enjoy the rest of it. Okay, so if anyone else has got any questions, anyone want to talk about anything? Is there any problems that they've got at the moment, any issues? It doesn't have to be venue related. I know Diana's on here, but we are here to also help each other and support each other. So is there anyone wanted to bring to the group at all? I'll throw it out there. No?
I guess for us, everybody's asking about Christmas party, and it's like, I would normally have booked it by now. I just haven't even entertained the idea, and we need to do something to get us all together, you know, for, you know, as a joined up thing. But it's so difficult. We just don't know what to do. It's like, do we do a Zoom call, which is, and it's just, you know, we can't really go to a venue. It's so difficult. I
think it's
do we
like
just give hampers, which is a bit, you know, it's very hard.
Yeah, it is definitely different at the moment. Diana's put, Claire, how many is there of you guys?
There's about 70 of us.
Okay.
What I've seen in different forums or chats is that people are doing a lot of like deliver things to the staff houses, and then all come into a Zoom gathering or something like that. Because the reality is you can't have more than 6 people on a table, and ideally, and they can't talk to each other. So I think the Christmas boxes is a good idea. I think it's a nice sentiment, you know. It's never going to be like the real thing, but it's something to say, we are here, we're thinking about you.
So you can actually do events for 30. if they're socially distanced properly. You can have
Yes,
30
you
people.
do, you do. But I think a Christmas gathering, it's a bit more like personal.
When alcohol's involved as well.
I was just going to say that, yeah.
No.
Once they start drinking and then they're like, woo, and all over everybody. And
Well, that's why you put the 10 p.m. curfew. Everyone's going, why you put 10 p.m. curfew on? It was because everyone gets really drunk and silly. That's why.
the trouble is, how many people would just start earlier? That's
Exactly.
I start at midday.
Me, probably.
My boss actually came up with a little idea earlier, which I think could be something that could work. You know, you can get the sort of delivered cook at home, like HelloFresh or those sort of things. He said some of those can be quite simple, but you get everything in the deal. He said maybe for me to sound a few people out of us getting together on a Zoom to try and do a little bit of a thing like that. So it's just a bit of fun, and he could maybe run a couple of little sort of almost fun but company video things whilst we're doing a bit of cooking. And so we're playing with that. That was literally came up earlier today, so we've got to think about it. And I think I might do some sort of charity Christmas raffle where we could draw it on the thing but post prizes out, you know, that sort of thing. Like I said, it's just trying to get people together somehow but not together.
Yeah, I think that's the challenge as well at the moment. There's quite a lot of different things out there with the venues doing hybrids, gifting companies, stuff like that. So, yeah. I mean, have a little look. We've got our next issue of the mag coming out in November. I know it might be a little bit too late, but we're targeting people that are doing Christmas parties for that one as well, and gifting companies. So if you've got any sort of last minute, have a little look. But, cool. If there's nothing else that anyone wants to add, we can wrap it up. I want to thank you all for coming. It's been a real pleasure having you all, and thank you so much, Diana, for the presentation. It's been really good today. So no problem at all. Okay,
thanks, Charlotte.
No worries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Very
so much.
interesting.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Take care. Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye bye. Bye.
I've seen where you've gone wrong. Yeah, so in your add lines,